Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. We are so excited. We are so close to the Gran Fondo happening Saturday, June 21st. And we are talking with some of the people who are going to be benefiting from all the fundraising that's going on. And this is our team from Wheelchair and Adaptive Sports. We got Molly McKinney. She is a sports coordinator here at Mary Free Bed. She's in the room, so you're going to see us look around at each other. Molly, how you doing?
Hi, good. How are you?
Very good. And we got Tom. He is a sports coordinator also with Mary Free Bed. And he is excited because he'll be riding in the race, the ride. I don't want to say race, riding in the ride, and also the funds that are raised are going to Mary Free Bed Wheelchair and Adaptive Sports. So we're going to talk to the team here about how cool this event is and how it is benefiting programs at Mary Free Bed Kids, the Rec Therapy team, and Wheelchair and Adaptive Sports. So, okay, Tom, what is a Gran Fondo?
Well, ultimately, in Italian, it means big ride. So we've had Gran Fondos. You have them all over the country, and it's just a very large ride. And I think we're at 1,500 is the maximum that we have in Grand Rapids. And you're literally riding your bike with 1,499 of your friends that you haven't met yet, and it's just a lot of fun. It's just you get in with a group of people that you don't know, but you're riding at the same pace, and you're just having a really good time, and just have a nice big ride, and then there's a nice big party at the end. So it's just a fun. It's good exercise, and it's very good. Very much a social event too.
Yeah, because it's not a race. I mean, there's a start line and a finish line, but it is a ride. It is a going together. There is a time, and there's lots of distances too. So people can do the 80 mile if you're really big into riding. There's a 40 mile, and there's a 25 mile and a 12 mile. So pretty cool. All kinds of great options. Molly, you've done this before. How cool and fun is the party and the ride and just the camaraderie that happens?
So to be honest with you, like last year was my first year doing it. And I was really surprised at how much fun and what a community event it was. And really like how the endurance community, which I've been a part of for a long time, really rallies together. And then, like I said, like Tom said, it's just that big party at the end, or even the party that's at the stops that you go throughout the time. Like everyone's just there having a good time, riding, and really just being out there knowing that they're fundraising money for something awesome. Yeah,
just some very cool programs. Tom, how many years have you done the Gran Fondo? Can you remember?
This is probably about my 10th. I just enjoy riding my bike, and so I've done it many, many years in the past. I could probably look in my closet and look at all the T-shirts that I have from all the rides. But then last year, since we were the beneficiary, Molly and I rode together, and it was just it meant a little bit more last year, and will mean that much this year because our department, Wheelchair and Adaptive Sports, is one of the beneficiaries.
And Molly, you got into this race because you've done other ones like triathlons and things like that. Tell me a little bit about that and why these kind of events are so fun for people.
I initially started getting into endurance events to like give me something to work towards, have that like big scary goal in the background. So I signed up for my first half marathon in 2007, and I have been hooked ever since. I love the finish line feel. All of my best friends are from endurance sports. It's like the community is just so welcoming, and it's really just this powerful, everyone's working together to accomplish something. And I could talk all day about my finish line feels, but it just makes me so happy to have that like big scary goal and to be able to accomplish something ultimately. So yeah, I just love this race.
No, I've heard about this event ride. Yeah. I've heard about this ride and event from other years, but then when we were approached by the Gran Fondo about being a beneficiary, it was just so cool. And you could see the staff be like, wait, this is going to be for us. Like they're going to support the work we do here at Mary Free Bed. So that was really cool. And we're looking at pictures from last year, and I think we had probably 38 or almost 40 people on Team Mary that were riding, and there were some patients, there were staff, family members. So really cool. And it's not too late. We're talking about Saturday, June 21st, and there's lots of different parts and distances. I want to check this really quick to let everybody know. So you do not have to be, and Tom, there's people out there who aren't doing the 80 and the 40. They're doing these shorter distances. Like why, tell me that you don't have to be an elite athlete to do this.
And trust me, I'm not an elite athlete, but I mean, I'll do 40. But it's just first of all, the mission and the being the beneficiary.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's you're supporting a great cause, and just get out there and have fun. You'll meet people. I mean, Molly and I were riding last year, and we met Dan from Lansing, and we rode the last probably 20 miles with him.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just we didn't know him before that ride, and it's just a lot of fun, and that's the whole thing. And the good part is you are raising money for some great causes, including our department.
Mm-hmm. Which is so great to have that money. And tell me too, that, you know, for wheelchair and adaptive sports, you know, the money goes to these programs, and how does that, you know, help? You know, where are the ways that you guys use this community support for the athletes?
Well, I mean, one of the things that we do in wheelchair and adaptive sports, we provide opportunities for people, and we never want to say no. And the big thing is we never want to have money be a barrier to somebody participating.
Mm-hmm.
So our department is 95% philanthropy, although we charge a small team fee so that, you know, the athletes do have a little skin in the game, but we never want to say no to an athlete. And by raising funds like this, it helps us. I mean, I'm responsible for Power Soccer, and a Power Soccer chair is $12,000.
That's insane.
And
that's
so now,
crazy.
if you want a team of 15 people, that's $180,000. That's a lot of money. So our department, we have equipment that is not inexpensive, and but we're fortunate that we have the benefactors that we have, and we have events like this to raise money to help us out, so that we can say, hey, you can play. You may be in a power chair, but you can play Power Soccer.
So tell me too, you work with Power Soccer. Tell me about some of the other teams and clinics that you're responsible for, Tom.
My 3 teams are Power Soccer, tennis from adult wheelchair to junior wheelchair to parastanding.
Okay.
And then I have goalball for the blind and visually impaired. And so, or persons with visual impairment. And so then the clinics, I have adaptive swimming, adaptive yoga, adaptive functional fitness for persons with visual impairment, youth sports sampler, rock climbing, adaptive tennis, and then the clinics are adaptive archery, adaptive golf, zip lining, disc golf. We all have our separate teams and separate classes and clinics, but those are pretty much all of mine.
That's a lot. What about you, Molly? Who are some of the teams and clinics that you are responsible for?
I am very fortunate to work with a lot of our youth.
Okay.
So that's really cool. I have the youth wheelchair basketball teams. So that's the prep and the varsity for the junior pacers. Then I also oversee the sled wings, that's sled hockey. And then the Frenzy, which is the wheelchair lacrosse team. We are doing our very best to like uplift the youth of that one as well, that we're trying to do it nationwide. Along with the women's sled hockey team. So got a couple things in our back pocket trying to grow the game. But in addition to that, like one of the best weeks out of the whole year, Junior Wheelchair Sports Camp.
That's coming up.
It's coming up here in July.
Late July.
Oh, it's so much fun.
Blast.
Plus a lot of the water sports. So I get to do the adaptive canoe and kayak clinic. And the adaptive water ski clinic, plus then some cold water, which is the adaptive downhill ski clinic. It's really so much fun. We also do adaptive pickleball, amongst other things. I mean, ultimately our department is trying to get people out and moving and falling in love with some sort of movement. So if anybody has any ideas about what we can do to accomplish that, like send them our way.
Yep.
We're happy to expand programming to give our community what we really need. I think one thing too that I want to expand on with Tom talking about our programs is our athletes can't just go down the road and play another team. Like our closest teams that some of them can play really is Detroit, but even then we have to travel to out of state to find competition. And so a lot of the funds go help pay for hotel rooms for our families that, you know, we never want cost to be a barrier. So we're just really fortunate that we have this opportunity to raise funds for our athletes.
Yeah. So once again, we're talking about the KeyBank Gran Fondo happening in downtown Grand Rapids on Saturday, June 21. And there's 3 different ways that you can get involved. Well, 4 if you count. You can donate to the cause, helping to Mary Free Bed programs, which goes towards Mary Free Bed's wheelchair sports. recreational therapy and Mary Free Bed Kids. You can also help fundraise to kind of gather other people to help donate. You can volunteer. That's a really big key thing, is they need a lot of help to run the event. I know you get a t-shirt, and you can also hang out at the finish line party afterwards. And there's still time to register. You do not have to do the 40 or the 80 mile. You can do the 25 mile, which could take 2 hours to do, or the family ride, which is 12 miles, and that's about an hour, I think.
12 hours would be a little tough.
That'll be a long way. Yeah. That, maybe we'll look at that next year. So 12 miles, 1 hour, and you can register too. We'll have some links in the comments for you to find those things out. So we talked about the funds. We talked about how it supports our athletes. I want to ask last question. Give me your last sell. We talked about the finish line party, but what to you is why, Tom, people should come out and get involved in the Gran Fondo?
Because if you've seen, or if you see the athletes that this benefits, you will want to take part. It's just it's a great ride. It's a great party. You'll meet a lot of good people. You'll have a lot of fun, and you will help a lot of good athletes.
Awesome. Molly, your last sell. You enjoyed it last year. Why should someone get involved? Either donate, ride, or volunteer?
Well, I would be there if I could.
She's just doing to do a Ironman triathlon.
Yeah, we'll give you that
weekend.
We'll give you that pass.
Accidentally signed up for a race that same weekend out of state. So
next year, right?
Next year,
yes.
Maybe we'll go 80. So
we heard it here, everybody on the internet. Molly's going 80 miles.
Yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun to be able to do. This event is just so moving to be a part of.
Mm-hmm.
Even I love riding the roads that are out there. There's a lot, while there are some climbs for the longer rides, really you can roll right into the downhills, and really it's just being out there with people with a bunch of bikes. It's just being a kid, right? It's just so fun. Plus, of course, you're helping out a great cause. This Tries for Health is doing such wonderful things in our community, and we're just very fortunate to be a part of it. And you should do too. Whether you're fundraising, whether you're volunteering, or if you want to jump on a bike, just let me know. You can borrow one of mine.
Yes. Awesome. Well, Molly, Tom from Mary Free Bed's Wheelchair and Adaptive Sports, thank you all for participating in this interview. Once again, we're talking about the KeyBank Gran Fondo happening Saturday, June 21st in downtown Grand Rapids, and it is benefiting programs at Mary Free Bed Rehabilitation. We'll have links in the comments on how you can ride, how you can fundraise, and how you can volunteer. Thank you so much for listening, and stay well.